The locusts. They came in from the sun, like fighter jets ambushing an unsuspecting enemy. We scrambled back into the jeep, shut the doors and drove through the swarm, so dense that it nearly eclipsed the sun.
Locust attacks have ravaged the earth since ancient times. In the Bible, locust attacks occur in the lead up to the end of the world. Bizarrely enough, in March this year, we were at Mount Nebo in Jordan, the place where Moses is believed to be buried. And that's where we received word that we had to flee to India with the world going into lockdown. From then on, with the coronavirus pandemic sweeping across the globe, calamitous bushfires in Australia, floods in India, China and Indonesia, it has felt ominously like the end of the world. And now, on our first road trip out of Delhi after the lockdown, we'd run into the locusts. Well, call me superstitious, but I think we need to take this from the start again. Without the locusts this time.
A writer, a photographer, on the road exploring a fascinating world, in a state of perpetual motion, constantly departing while always arriving, seeking a window into an ever-changing universe. This is WION Traveler.
Are you ready for this, Johan?
Yeah, man.
First trip, post-lockdown, WION Traveler on the road again. How are you feeling?
Town. Let's get out. Finally, huh?
Yeah, I'm feeling quite tentative and apprehensive about it. So folks, we're going to Sariska, which is a wildlife reserve, and we've been wondering where we can go at this time, and we figured that the more isolated, the better. Yeah. And earlier in June, Rajasthan government opened a bunch of national parks, and Sariska, which is about 4 hours from Delhi, is one of them. And from what we hear, the tigers are pleased that there are no humans around, and they're roaming around. So hopefully we'll catch a sight. And
it'll be cool to get some sightings. The animals should be thriving now. No humans to disturb them, and it's been a bit of rain, so it should be nice and green also over there.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed. First trip out. Let's get out of here. Goodbye, Noida. Hello, Sariska. How the world has changed, huh? This place, like, there was a surfeit of restaurants you could stop at, and now, oh, it's open. Hallelujah, folks. Hallelujah. It's open.
Paratha milega?
Paratha milega? बहुत बढ़िया. Wow, look at this dude. What's he doing?
One leg up, one leg on the side.
It's crazy, yeah? Dude, so do not do this, man. This is worse than the coronavirus.
The best route is to take the Delhi-Jaipur highway and turn off at Daruhera for Alwar. The roads are great except for unmarked speed bumps that pop up whenever you approach civilization. Tela village lies at the southern edge of the park, a drive of 230 kilometers from Delhi.
There's quite a welcome party waiting for us at the resort. These safety protocols are truly here to stay. We've checked into Sariska Manor, a brand new luxury boutique resort that literally shares a wall with the Tiger Reserve.
Spaced generously apart, the 7 cottages perimeter a gorgeous pool that's currently out of bounds and a garden. Very neo-colonial. A wash in pastels and sepia-tinted pictures on the walls. Manor is, in fact, reasonably accurate when it comes to the look and feel of the resort. The roomy living quarters are an extension of the same architecture and ambiance.
It's a charming place, alright. You half expect David Livingstone to walk in, hang his hat and coat, and sit down at the old school veranda. Gajendra Singh, the owner of Sariska Manor, plays that role rather well.
we're not here to lounge at the resort. We have come here for a wildlife safari. So we have 30 minutes. I'm gonna freshen up and then we're gonna head out and hopefully see some tigers. I've never seen a tiger in my life in the wild before, so pumped.
Jitendra.
Good evening.
Good evening. Sorry we are late.
No problem. Are you all set?
We're all set, sir.
Please.
Very well.
Very well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sariska Tiger Reserve is amongst a clutch of national parks in Rajasthan that were reopened in June 2020. Safety protocols in light of the pandemic include masks, head covers, and sanitization on entry. The number of people allowed in each vehicle has been halved to 3. A guide in each vehicle is mandatory. The park will remain open throughout the year, the only time in recent history that visitors can visit during the monsoon months.
Beyond this field,
Hitendra Singh, the resident naturalist, likes to be addressed as Hatsi. He spent over 20 years observing tiger behavior in various wildlife parks across the country.
the area of Sariska core area is about 868 square kilometers.
Good Lord, that's huge.
Yeah, and which has 21 tigers including cubs as well.
Wow.
In 2008, we lost all the tigers from Sariska due to poaching.
Due to poaching?
Wow. Yes.
All of them?
All of them. The number was 0.
Wow.
And in 2010, the first relocation of tigers happened. They were airlifted from Ranthambore. We must have heard Ranthambore Tiger Reserve.
Sure, yeah.
And they were brought here. First 2 tigers. And then later on, another set of 4 tigers were lifted here.
Obviously, steps have been taken against poaching then.
Yes.
Huh?
So poaching has actually stopped.
Shaken out of apathy, the authorities nabbed Sansar Chand, the despicable poacher believed to have done most of the damage. Shockingly, this road that runs through the sanctuary was allowed to continue as a thoroughfare till as recently as 2008.
We have radio collared. 9 tigers out of 21 have radio collared here. And every tiger has 2 persons patrolling 24/7.
Following the tiger?
Yeah. Now we are in the core.
Okay.
And you see, you'll see lot and lot of peacock. This is the highest density of peacock population in Sariska.
We don't spot a tiger, which isn't the end of the world. As magnificent as these animals are, some tend to fixate on them, ignoring all the other denizens of the forest, who, at least at Sariska, are only too happy to say hello. There's a veritable army of antelope and deer, black buck, sambar, blue bull, spotted deer, you name it. The 21 tigers in this reserve are certainly not going to starve anytime soon.
When we are listening to the forest, we always keep our ears open, and if we hear any alarm call by monkey, and you can differentiate an alarm call of a monkey for a leopard as well as for a tiger.
I see, really?
Yeah.
Do you know the call?
Yeah.
Let us have it.
It's a
What
it's for leopard, a monk, yeah. And a loud one, whoop, and then he say, that's for a tiger.
Wow.
Yeah. But a monkey will not give an alarm call if a tiger is resting. Only he starts to move. Yes.
Oh.
To inform the rest of the group and animals that king of the jungle is on a move now.
Whoa, what a first day, huh? What a first day at Sariska. Fantastic, huh?
I hope you enjoyed the drive.
Jeez, it was amazing. We didn't see tigers, but we saw enough, huh?
Like all sanctuaries, Sariska was once a hunting reserve for the kings who ruled this region. The Kankwadi fort was once a hunting lodge and occupies a vantage position overlooking the park. It's a spectacular setting, the perfect hideout as it were.
Wow, look at that. What a location and a half, huh?
Beautiful, no?
Beautiful.
That's the Kankwadi Fort.
Right.
There's one lake here.
Right.
There's another lake on that side.
Right.
And the whole, ring of these Aravalli hills all around. This is definitely 17th century.
I see.
And as the story goes,
Right.
Dara Shikoh was given shelter here when he was fighting his brother Aurangzeb.
He was given shelter here. He was not imprisoned here.
No, he was not imprisoned.
Oh, I see.
He
I
was
thought
given
he had been
shelter.
imprisoned here.
No. He is given shelter.
Right.
Look at the location of this fort. It's in the
Phenomenal.
middle of nowhere.
Like a little. It's a paradise, yeah.
It's a paradise. It's a,
Oh, shall we go up there? We can
let's-
drive all the way
yes,
up there.
Yes, we
Brilliant.
can drive up there.
Look at this place. Look at the view, huh?
Yeah,
Talk about commanding position.
very commanding. There's water all around. And see the valley. See the expanse of the valley.
Tremendous, yeah?
You really get the best view of the Aravali's here. This was the Baradari.
Baradari.
Yeah, public audience hall.
This couldn't have been made for Dara
No. This existed before he was given shelter here.
Right.
Because it is, as we just saw, it's in the middle of nowhere. So
But,
it was very, and surrounded by all these Aravali hills.
Which way to the roof? Oh.
Look at all that. Beautiful.
Look at that. That, folks, is symmetry for you.
Yeah,
India is full of these places, isn't it?
India is full of these places.
Like just absolute gems, huh? Absolute gems. But listen, I also want to talk to you about, off the subject about this whole COVID-19 business and what it's done for the industry. But as a hotelier,
Yeah.
what are your primary concerns?
My primary concern is that a person who comes to the hotel
Ji.
should not be infected, should not have visible symptoms,
Firstly.
firstly.
So you are not insisting on a test?
We're not insisting on a test.
Right.
We are all right to do their temperature test. According to the government rule,
Ji.
we're supposed to have 2 rooms for isolation.
So you have 2 rooms for isolation? Acha. So that
we
if
have-
somebody gets
we
in,
have
that
to.
person goes into isolation and stays there for 2 weeks, whatever it is. And honestly, this is the first trip we've taken,
Yeah.
Johan and I, after this COVID thing began. And we didn't know where to go. Sariska, we thought it was perfect because, it is isolated. And I have to say that in retrospect, Sariska has been a massive surprise to us. Well, people might know that there are tigers here now, but nobody knows it's such a massive expanse with a fort like this and tigers and animals and other viewpoints. Well, if I ever run afoul of the law, then, I'll call you and maybe you can smuggle me here somehow.
Lunch at Sariska Manor is a continental affair. The food has to be light in case you need to go for a safari in the afternoon. Now, continental is all very well, but what I really want to try is one of the old traditional mutton dishes that you find only in these parts. Jungli mas. Ek to hota hai that lal mas which is very famous. But there's also that jungli mas, na? Which back in the day they used to make, hunters used to make.
Yeah, for shikars and
So I really wanted to learn how to make that.
आज
आप बनाते हैं वो भी?
आज बनवा दें